Hey, we're back
Hi.
with Talk It Up More, and our special guest, Rona Tyndall, who is here representing the Grace Center. Thank you for being here, a guest on Talk It Up More.
It's my pleasure to be here because I wanted to share with you this good news about the Grace Center. You'd be amazed at how many people don't know about it.
I know.
I know.
Crazy.
So
And
the
it's
Grace
right
Center
downtown.
was started 3 years ago, and
Yep.
it was an interfaith.
That's right.
An interfaith
Right.
organization, still is. So everybody's involved, all the local churches, the synagogue, the Buddhist temple, Wisdom's Heart, everybody
Yep.
has a part of this incredibly
great.
important thing, because what happens at the action shelter is they're not staffed during the day.
Mm-hmm.
So people need to go find
right.
something to do.
right.
So they maybe go to the library.
People meaning not just homeless, but also people who may be homebound or not.
Here's who we mostly
Yeah,
serve.
who-
we
yeah.
have homeless people, some of whom live at the shelter,
Right.
some of whom make their way around,
Yep.
in the woods or wherever they can find a place to rest their heads.
Right.
Some people actually have their own homes and come to socialize
Right.
and come for the supportive services that we offer. So people come, they get breakfast, which is donuts from Donut Jims. They donate those
Oh,
kindly. The community support's great.
Yeah.
Hard-boiled eggs. Sometimes there's yogurt from the open door and fruit from the open door.
love the open door.
Open door. With this, there are two things we couldn't do without.
Yeah.
The open door,
Yeah.
who provide all our food, which is
right.
cooked by volunteers, and the volunteers who do almost everything. We have a tiny
Amazing.
part-time staff. We have Christine Boback, who directs
Love
our.
Christine.
She's a
great.
wonderful person, very wise and compassionate.
Yeah.
She's the director of social services.
We worked with her when we did a storytelling workshop with the Grace Center a couple of years ago for our Traga Bigzanda Political Theater
I
Festival.
love that one.
She helped us coordinate and wrote this beautiful show called 34 Beds
Yeah.
that was taken from the lips of our local homeless. And what was beautiful for me was not only to see that happen, but the fact that the people who we worked with and others actually came and saw the show.
I thought that was one of my favorite ones.
And they were in
that's
tears.
one of my
They were
favorite
weak because their
things.
lives were validated and they were seen by the public, and it was so powerful. It was so powerful.
That was a wonderful
much so.
production.
We want to do more.
Yeah, do more, because people's stories need to be told.
Yeah.
The thing that's so wonderful
Right.
about both my jobs, because I also work at Care Dimensions Hospice,
That's right.
but both my jobs, the triumph of hope is incredible. I mean, people keep on going when you can't imagine that anybody could summon up the courage.
That's right.
And everybody's got a story, and everybody is triumphant.
That's right.
And it's amazing. It's a wonderful thing to get to spend time listening to people tell their stories. So I'm so glad that you did that.
Well,
the
and to be
political
asked to tell your story,
Yeah.
I think too, it matters. That gesture of, we want to hear what your story, because it affects all of us.
And because you matter.
You matter, we matter.
We learn from you.
Life
So many
lessons,
people
very
that
important.
we've met, even through the Grace Center,
Yeah.
are people just like you and me. There's
Mhm.
no extraneating circumstance of, hardcore nightmare that got them to that point. Some of it was economic, some of it was family, some of it was, the nightmares are there, obviously, but it could be anybody. It could be anybody, it could be you,
And
it could
people
be
are
me.
there for a lot of different reasons.
That's right. And then there are people who just have no social circle whatsoever, who have a roof over their head, who come there so that they can interact with other human beings.
They can interact. They get a beautiful meal that the volunteers
Food
cook.
is so important healing.
Everybody shares around the table. People have little groups of friends, and it's and also if they want help, Christine's there to help with
That's right.
everything. She'll direct them to employment services, to help with recovery, to mental health services if they need some counseling. If people
Are they
wanna-
connected at all to NAMI, K-Band?
Yes.
The
they are
National
connected.
Alliance on
Yep.
Mental Illness has an office here in
Yep.
Gloucester,
That's
and
great.
we partnered with them as well for a show last year. And I love to see all these connections being made.
That's the thing about that. It's one of the wonderful things. Oh, look, there goes Schmoopy McFoley right there.
Don't break the... Tell her to come up.
Go get Schmoopy. She can be a guest too. Come here.
I saw her.
No,
go
that
up.
way. That way. Go that way.
Did she see?
Go get her. All right.
But
So
anyway,
this
as
is
I
our
was
look.
saying,
Yeah.
one of the things that's really great about Gloucester is that everybody's so connected with one another.
Mhm.
And all the agencies,
You're
I
right.
also know this because of the awesome foundation because of the Gloucester Female
Wonderful.
Charitable, but all the agencies work together.
That's right.
And everybody's connected and everybody's doing their piece to try to, provide people with what they need. And there's just this wonderful spirit of community building and collaboration.
Yeah.
It's great.
You're right.
We're all part of the high-risk task force so that the
That's
people
right.
who are the very most vulnerable people, we know who they are. We
That's
know
right.
what they need. We know what to offer. We know what to keep them safe from. And we work together. Everybody, the police, the fire department, the hospital,
That's cool.
us, Action,
The arts.
the arts, everybody. So everybody's around the table, trying to keep people well.
What
That's
are some
great.
ways that people can learn about the Grace Center and support in whatever way that they can? I know there's a vigil coming up this weekend.
There's a vigil on Sunday. It's our annual Glow with Grace.
Please show
It's
up.
not so much a fundraiser as it is just an awareness raiser, although we always want money.
Right. We all
but-
need it.
But if you gather with us on Sunday at 6:30, the mayor's coming. We hope there's going to be a good
Here's to
crowd.
our mayor.
God bless our mayor. She's so
Yes.
great.
Yep.
And we're going to walk down the Fisherman's statue.
Meeting at the high school?
Meeting at the high school at
Walk
6:30.
In the lobby.
Walk
Yep.
down the Fisherman's statue. It's just a little short walk, just a little community thing. We'll have our candles.
Beautiful blue. They're right.
Beautiful,
They're
beautiful.
blue, glowy. I went last year and the year before, and it's just there's something really magical about that blue light. And when you go down to the boulevard, it's just amazing.
And here's the
Shmoopy
woman.
was there.
Here's the woman who
Hi.
took the beautiful blue
She took the
photograph
picture.
you may have seen for the Glow with Grace poster.
She did?
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Shmoopy is here.
Come say
All right, come squeeze in.
hi.
This is. I feel like Mr. Rogers. It's like these are the people in your neighborhood, right? Hey.
Hello. Wait.
Mwah.
She's
You didn't
my
know
sister
we
from
had
another
a
mother.
we didn't have you
Mwah.
didn't know we had a picture of you in the Cameron's corner?
No.
Go
Well,
look.
There's
You
a
do?
baby you.
Yeah.
Really? A little baby you.
Oh, the baby you? Oh, the big one?
So while they're giggling and chortling,
Yes.
I'll tell you that there are a couple things we could really use your help with.
Thank you.
if
Yes.
would please.
Yes.
I'm the volunteer coordinator, and if you would like to
Cameron's
volunteer in
corner.
any way, whether to come once a week for a period of time to cook or be with the guests or provide an art project or some music project or Reiki or anything that you might have to offer, or if you'd like to be a person who will come in once in a while to do a particular skill, that would be great. And we want volunteers. We really like to open up 5 days a week because when you're homeless, spending 4 days a week trying to find something to do during the day is really hard.
Well, we've had a
It's
really
really hard.
harsh winter.
We have, and thank God, again, the mayor, she's great. This winter, in the harsh weather, everybody had a bed. If there wasn't enough room at the shelter, they got vouchers for motels,
Motels.
which is a
that's
tough.
really
It's a tough
nice.
way to live, but it's better than being in a snowbank.
That's right.
And during the big snowstorms, we couldn't open up because the church parking lots weren't necessarily plowed, but Action stayed open, and so people
Wow.
had a warm, safe place to be and a sandwich. So
You
that
know,
was really good.
This is one of the things that I love about Gloucester that I didn't know really when I moved here in 2009 to Cape Ann. I moved to Cape Ann. And Gloucester specifically is so exceptional. We are absolutely an island community. We have that mentality. We have that sort of insular thing. We have our own function. We have our own dysfunction. We have, that island thing. But one of the things that's so special here to me is that spirit of community
yeah.
that I have not seen in any other community that
It's
I've
really
lived
special.
in this country. Our care for our seniors, our care for our homeless and less fortunate. That gesture is
mhm.
out there here.
Yeah.
It's super special because what that does, we're a microcosm of the rest of the country.
Mm.
Every other issue that every other community is
Mhm,
dealing
mhm.
with, we are dealing with here. And it seems like it's more intensified because we are so concentrated.
And because we all know each other.
And because we all know each other. But I think it also provides us with an amazing opportunity to be a lab
Mm. Mm.
for the development of better and healthier community,
That's interesting.
right? To be
Yeah.
a model for other communities, right? Gloucester has global recognition, it has for centuries, right? People know of Gloucester, Massachusetts because of our fishing,
Mhm, mhm.
right?
Yep.
There are so many other things going on here that could be globally known and used as a model for other communities.
The open door.
Open
The
I
door.
open
went
door
over
is
there today with the
huge.
woman at the Grace Center who coordinates the meals.
Yep.
A woman named Anna.
Anna,
Fantastic.
yep.
Anyway, we went over together so that she could show me around. The open door is like a national model for how to do feeding.
That's right.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful. And Julie LaFontaine is just an amazing person. She's on the board of Gloucester Female Charitable Association with me.
Yeah.
That's how I know
yeah,
her.
yeah.
But what an incredible organization. We could not exist without them.
No.
So
I
anyway,
know
back to
Rachel
what I
and
want
Kyle
from
down
you.
there. We pack lunches once a
Oh,
month.
do you?
Yeah.
For
With
action.
you and the kids?
Me and the kids and my husband
Nice.
did it this Friday.
Yay.
Nice.
Family
So,
involvement.
yeah,
Well, I was going to
really
be my next
fun.
question about Grace Center too. Is are there any age restrictions around volunteerism? Because I know that places like the Open Door, you can have the whole family.
We have
I
little
can't imagine
aprons
that
that
at the
the
Grace
kids wear.
Center,
We do have age restrictions.
it's
You
going to be
do.
We,
important.
we
Yeah.
can't have
Right.
people who are under 18 there.
Okay,
Right.
good to know.
Good to know.
So
Yeah.
Well, it's
They have the open door.
just
They
smart.
can-
they have the open door. Yeah,
Yeah,
there are a lot
we
of
can
good.
go
There are a lot of
there
other places. They could come
for-
volunteer.
It's so
people to
important for the
volunteer.
kids to watch their parents serve that way.
It's
you
very
know?
important for kids to watch their parents serving in that way. Yep, it's very important. So the other thing that I wanted to ask you about, besides if you'd like to
Yeah.
volunteer, is we really want to open up 5 days a week,
Right.
and we really need more funding. So if you are so inclined and have a little money or a lot of money, that would be great.
What will it
Raise
take? Like, what do you
awareness.
need to raise specifically? Because I
That's a
know
really
that
good
there are people
question.
out in the community who could do it in the drop of a hat.
to give you that
One
extra
person
day.
can do it, right? Or
Yeah.
one thing that I noticed
Yeah.
also about the philanthropic community here, let's call it, which we have an amazing philanthropic
Yes, we
community
do.
here,
We do.
is that they like to team up.
Mhm.
They like to nobody wants to be the sole sponsor or the sole giver.
Yep.
Is my understanding that they
That's
if a
true.
group of people are getting together to do to benefit an organization, then they're all giving a little bit. I call that on a grand scale micro philanthropy. Everybody
Neat,
doing a
neat.
little bit that makes a huge
That's good.
difference.
It's like a
Isn't
togetherhood. The YMCA is actually looking for a lead volunteer to lead up their togetherhood program.
Mm.
And they have the sign up right now in the lobby, and they're looking for a volunteer to lead this program that the Ys do. It's called Togetherhood, and they want to get out more in the community.
Huh.
So
Is it like together with the neighborhood?
Togetherhood with it's just community projects that
Being
they just
together.
want to, have the Y volunteers do together, Y employees, just a way to get more involved.
Maybe
in the
there's
community.
something that the
An
Y
outreach.
and the Grace Center can do to collaborate.
And we
Yeah.
do stuff together, so
Yeah.
that's good.
That's
You know,
that's great.
We can send people down there for showers, and
Yeah.
a lot of our guests have rooms there and that kind
Yep.
of thing. So
Mhm.
it's a very good
Wonderful.
supportive
That's wonderful.
team.
All right, so
see you
bring
on
in the
Sunday
funds.
at 6:30. Bring your families,
Bring-
of course. Now that's family.
That's
friendly.
family
Yeah.
friendly.
Love to
Bring the
have you.
family, and it's beautiful. It's magical,
It's magical.
and to be out on the boulevard around the Fisherman at the Wheel with all those blue lights, it's just a great reminder that we are so blessed in this community.
So-
All of
It's
us
the
are.
gifts.
The people who
Community
are
gifts.
givers, the people who are receivers, because receiving is a gift too.
Somebody
For those of
said
us
to
that
me-
love to give, to have someone receive your gift is as big a gift sometimes.
It's huge. This wise person at the first church I served at in Vermont, we were doing what they call Stewardship Sunday, when you get up and ask for money. And this guy said something so profound. He said, I always grew up learning that it was better to give than to receive, but now I know they're the same thing.
That's right.
They're the same thing.
I can see, yeah.
They're
I
beautiful.
think was
that
it
is really
Bill
beautiful.
Clinton in his
That
think
is
he wrote
really
a-
beautiful.
a book about this I think he wrote a book about philanthropy, and he was talking about giving as being one of the most selfish acts because of the way it makes you feel
Yeah.
when you do. So yes, if you are out there, and I know that there are people out there who are of the means to be able to be supportive to organizations like the Grace Center, like the North Shore Folklore Theater Company, even the YMCA. We
Very
all need
community
funds to
friendly.
operate. And so I know that there are people who have not found their niche yet, their giving niche,
Mm.
right?
So let us help you.
Mhm.
So let us help you.
Yeah.
What is a great way to get in touch with the
Right,
Grace
I
Center?
was
And I'll
just
put
gonna
a
ask.
link in the doobly
It's all on the web. We have a Facebook page. We
Uh-huh.
have a
A
website.
website? What's the
What's the
website?
website?
Google
It's probably
Grace Center.
gracecenter.org.
Gracecenter.
Okay,
Probably.
we'll put the
Grace
link in the
Center.
doobly-doo
Yeah.
down below. So
And where are you
look for
located?
that right down there.
Oh, that's a great question.
Okay.
We're located at 3 different churches on Middle Street. On Tuesdays, we're open at the Unitarian Universalist Church.
Okay.
Thank them for their hospitality.
Mhm.
On Wednesdays, we're at St. John's Episcopal Church, kind and lovely people. And on Thursdays, we're at Trinity Congregational Church. So all
That's right.
on Middle
Middle
Street.
Street. Wow.
Also kind and lovely people.
It's a
Also
great
kind and lovely
location.
people. So
That is like
It-
the
it's a-
middle
it's-
of it all.
That's the thing, to have a
Yeah.
to have a site, we need to be able to have people walk there easily.
Right.
So the church has been more than gracious. The synagogue provided lunch today. They do
Oh,
once a month. They
great.
bring
That's
lunch
great.
over, and it's scrumptious.
Yeah.
And so it's a really nice community building
Mhm.
thing.
You know, today, several people that I connected with this morning were having a really hard day. It was just like there's something going on right now. I don't know if it's planetary. I don't know if it's spring. I've used this metaphor before, but spring is a great example of what happens inside when all the snow melts away and all the junk that's been collecting the whole season.
And you see that the
It's
dog
been
do is exactly
hidden.
the same way as
The
it was
dog
when it
poop
fell
is
out of the
under
dog.
there, and the trash and the mess. You know, it's all there, and we
Gotta
have
clean
to
up your
deal
mess.
with
I
it,
have a big mess under that snow.
right? We have to
Spring cleaning.
spring cleaning. We have to face it. We have to deal with it. I think that also goes for giving. You know, for philanthropy is. We've been holding it, you know, we all people struggle to make their last gifts at the end of the year, right?
Mhm.
But now is a really great time to take stock
Mm.
and reflect on what else do I have to give, right? If we were all in that mode every day, waking up grateful for what we have, grateful that we can give, and everybody can give. I don't care if you don't have money. I don't care if you're homeless. I don't care if you have mental illness. Everybody has something to contribute. Everybody.
And everybody needs to
And
contribute.
if nothing
because
else-
it's the only way we feel like our best selves.
That's right.
If nothing else, you have your story,
Yep.
right? And there are vehicles to receive money
You can
and
give your
talent and
story.
time and story and volunteerism, all of
Mhm.
that right here where we live. Right here where we
We
live.
live.
Right here where we live.
Another.
Right?
Just
So
make that up.
thank you, Rona, for being here.
Thank
you're
you,
a good
Brother Hank.
you're a good friend to Gloucester and
Thank
to me
you.
and to the company, and so we're excited. If you would like to be a guest on Talk It Up More, to talk about either an organization that you're involved in or a business, you know, it's not really an infomercial, but it's really it's really getting these discussions about how can we be better in this community?
Mhm.
What do we need to talk up more?
And if you ever want me to tell you the secret to happiness, I'd be glad to.
Do it right now.
No, it's too long.
It's
What?
too long.
No, tune in next time.
Next time.
Ooh.
Next on Talk It Up More.
But make a
Secrets to
donation
happiness.
or of money or time to the Grace Center, and
Yeah.
that'll be the exchange.
And then you'll lure me back.
That's right.
See
All
you
right.
on Sunday.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you at the
Thank
vigil
you.
on Sunday. I'll be there. And stay tuned for more Talk It Up More here on the bridge. Thanks,
Viva.
Bridge. See you at Gloucester. We love you. And Cape Ann. The rest of Cape Ann, too.
Yes, we do.
Bye.